excuse me.
He wasn't even here.
Live in both. I can send it to you.
Wait a minute. Are you voting yesterday?
Excuse me. I'm here.
Go ahead.
I'm here with mayoral candidate. We just had an opportunity to see that entire forum. What did you think about it? Were there any parts about this? Anything that you all discussed that you feel like you didn't have enough time? How did you think we did, etc.? Let us know how you feel about it.
Well, I mean, of course, only so many candidates come out to these things because they don't really care about the people here. And so those who do come out, I do applaud them. The other candidates tried tonight. They're not built like me. It's a clear example and a clear differentiator from tech to systems to processes to understanding where the money is. Not only uncovering the money that was stolen from Detroiters, but also making sure that we find new revenue and new money to get into the future and accelerate growth.
You and Perkins had some little. I'm not really back and forth, but I saw some facial expressions. What are some of the things that you disagreed with from some of the other candidates that you may not have had an opportunity to rebuttal, but it was on your face? Is there a moment that you can point to?
I just disagree with their whole record and history. I'm not one to clap for fish when they swim.
You heard that, Mom?
I'm really just not the person who when a baby crawls, it's cool. But it's still a baby crawling. And so when they finally do something that warrants my attention and my congratulations, I'm pretty sure they're great in what they've done. But it doesn't impress me. And I need to be impressed by whoever the next leader and mayor is. And they've yet to do that. So I figure that my record and my resume and my experience totally trumps everything that they're saying right now, and that's part of the facial expression that I can't help to. I can't necessarily.
I zoomed in on you on a couple of them. I got you. Thank you so much, man, for the night.
And thank you for what you're doing.
And absolutely, because we come into these rooms, and then the guys here because nobody's streaming. So that's what I'm doing. Absolutely.
You're a sound person.
Come on, how you doing? You want to step in and say two things? Okay, no problem. We're gonna see if we can get a couple more reactions. How you doing? Can you say two words about how you felt about the forum? Is there anything you want to share? Okay, God bless you. She said she just able. I didn't ask if she just able. I said you wanted to say a word. I can't. I'm just saying. Look at you really mobile, so you want more than anybody else.
I leaned back.
It was moments for everybody. Great job. What can you do? Can you say two words? You did it well? Come on in here. You say your name. You can't? Okay. No problem.
One thing to moderate.
Yeah. No problem.
But it is like 40 something.
I didn't hear that.
Now you can come up there.
Because you got to hire me.
No.
What's going on, man? How you doing? This is my wife here. This guy's crazy. Jump on in here, man. Tell us your name and how you felt about the forum. Those are nice chains. Tell us what you thought about tonight. Who was the winner tonight? Your name, what district you're from, and who you feel did the best.
Well, the winner was me. Because I got to run into my boy Whitney.
I saw it on Facebook.
My boy Doug
last
C.
year.
Good.
I ran into my boy Dub C up here.
Yeah, we're excited, man.
Yeah.
So did you think anybody stood out?
You know what? I think Todd Perkins probably
I
stood
like
out
Todd.
the most, man.
I like Todd tonight.
You know, but low key, I think they was all taking shots at each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And I ain't like the fact that Santil left a little early.
Yeah.
Man, she stayed for 30 more seconds.
Yeah.
30 more seconds.
Yeah.
So
They showed out, but it was good, man. It's always good to come out and see the other activists and the other gentlemen that are involved.
I'm on your podcast.
God is good. And when are you gonna come do an interview?
You keep saying, man.
Look,
I'm on it right now.
see, he won't even come. Here's the thing, because we're trying to spread the word about this type of stuff, because you know there's a big divide. You see, the average age of the people in this room was 60, 70, right? Close to 50, 60. Not our age. That's for damn sure.
50, 60.
Yeah.
Well, this is my home church.
Oh, it is it?
Yeah, so a lot of the people that are here are fellowship members. Okay. Yeah, I see the sister over there talking to the brother. They go Mike right there.
People can say, Mom, you want to jump in and talk about how you felt about it? I got to see you. Man, you got to, man. You got my number for you.
Yeah.
Get those to a neighbor. Let them know what we're doing.
Y'all doing this thing, man.
Hey, man, we're trying to win.
D5.
We're trying to win.
D5. I'm in District 6. I vote for the brother.
There you go. You
But
can
he
spread
got
the
my
word.
support.
You
He
can
got
spread
my
the word. All right, good to see you, brother. Come on in here. This is my boo right here. Come on, because there's some noise in the room. What did you think about? Well, we can talk about it later, but I just want to get your in-room reaction, because I saw you write down a question.
Yeah, I did, but they didn't even get to my question. And my question was specifically about, because I heard at the beginning somebody made a comment about how they would support the school district, and so I'm just curious, what would that actually look like tangibly? As a mom, who, wants to, for the children that we have to be able to thrive and prosper the next generation, I'm curious about what does that actually look like? Because everybody says they'll do things, but they don't specifically tell you tangibly what that
And that's what I want to ask you, because, obviously we've been following this very closely, and we've heard a couple of forums, but the details haven't come out yet. We're still waiting on the details, and so somebody better say something, and better say it fast, because we are engaged and we're not getting that, but who do you think won? If there was a winner, who do you think stood out the most? Who do you think took the best shots? Whose shots landed the best?
Well, I will say I appreciate John the most. He's hilarious. He really should be an actor.
I told him I zoomed in on him a couple of times.
He's good, but I felt like Todd was very strong.
Yes, Todd was good. Todd was strong.
Yeah.
We got 2 votes for Todd. Now listen, we're like everybody else. We like everybody, right? We're undecided, but we're also sober-minded people, and so we can call a spade. Todd, I think Todd kind of flexed tonight in a way that was good for him.
And another thing I appreciate about Todd is that you couldn't see it because it was off camera, but midway through the debate, he had a lot of young men that came in to support him. So,
they're back there.
they're over there.
Come on. Oh, can you say 2 words for streaming? Can you say anything about how you felt about the forum? Who stood out? Come on, can you stand right here? Thank you so much. What's your name?
Eleanor.
Nice to meet you. I used to have a neighbor when I was growing up named Eleanor. She used to have this big trampoline I used to love jumping on. How did you enjoy the forum tonight? Do you know who you're going to support? Were there any moments that stood out to you that made you feel like you're getting closer to selecting who you're going to support?
I think that Judge Perkins did a good job running it, keeping it tight. I came in supporting Sheffield, but open to changing my mind. And I thought that Todd Perkins and Santil Jenkins stood out.
Good. Was there a singular moment in the night that made you feel like, okay, was there a moment that you could point to, or was it just more so an accumulation of their energy and their quickness? What was it for you?
I think it was an accumulation. Santil definitely showed that she has a lot of knowledge about how the city works.
Certainly.
And that made me confident that if she were elected, she would be able to be an effective mayor. I think people that are familiar with how the city operates will be very hard to get anything done.
That's good.
And Todd is the same. He clearly had a lot of knowledge, and he was a very engaging speaker.
Yes, certainly. Okay, well, this is my point. Thank you so much. And if you want to, that's where you'll be able to find the interview. We're live streaming, but it'll also be on there.
Thank
you so much, Eleanor. Have a good night. Yeah, we're talking to people about how they felt about the forum. We're also spreading the word about our candidacy. We're a write-in candidate. I love to have your support. And I think this is important because you are getting a chance to see how you doing. You're getting a chance to see from the council perspective how far the candidates are willing to go to make sure you have the information that you need, right? And so for those of us who are running for office, a part of the job we're doing it right now, showing you how we're going to be in council, showing you what it takes to bring you the information you need, and that's what we're doing. We're using technology to make sure that the word gets out because we want our voters to make the most educated decision possible. We're not going to be here much longer. We got kids to get home. But I want to ask a couple more people how they felt about the forum, if there were any winners or any losers, and hopefully we're going to get a chance to talk to a couple of the candidates. I want to see if I can pull in Todd Perkins here since he sounds like he was the winner for the we'll also see if we can get him here. Let us know what the highlight of the night was for you. If there were any moments that stuck out, any moments that really caught your attention, let me know in the comments what they were. I'm gonna try to see if I can get up with Todd. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get up with one of these young men. Hey, how y'all doing? Can you say 2 words on camera about how you felt, what you thought about the forum tonight? I'm just trying to get people's reaction to spread the word.
I'd rather not. I would if I was ready.
Can anybody say a word? Come on, man. Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer, just how you felt. What's your name, boss, and who are you here to support tonight?
I'm here to support Todd Perkins.
Okay.
I just feel like he been helping the community so much. Like he really put his heart and soul into the community. Yeah. And I feel like y'all should vote for Todd Perkins.
Yeah. Was there anything tonight that stood out to you about what they were discussing? Were there any answers that you liked more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The land banking situation.
Yes.
On how you
That's
gonna
a big
fix
one.
that.
That's a big one.
Right now, a lot of people is getting into it with the land banking situation. It's not too much of a good source right now.
Yeah.
So I know he's working to fix that.
And I also think it's important that we say, who his supporters are. You guys are young men, and that's the question that we're asking ourselves: is what candidate can reach the next generation?
Todd Perkins.
Thank you. And so to see you walking in, to see you guys walking in, it shows that at least somebody is invested in the next generation. And also other people thought that he did very good tonight. And so to see that he is engaging the next generation also means a lot. What was your name?
Durrell.
One more time? Durrell. Nice to meet you, man. You guys be safe. And that's another person that was sharing their views on Todd Perkins. Like I said, he had like 10 or 15 people come in, and young men from the city come in and support him, and that means a lot if you got young men supporting you. So we're gonna see if we can get with him in just a second and see how he felt about tonight. But we think it went well. How's it going?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Come on in here, step in here. This is my wife here.
I assume this. You know what I'm saying?
Step right here, man.
Okay.
How did you feel about tonight?
You know something? What I enjoy is the fact that the church, or a wing, an arm of the church, is being civil.
Yes.
And getting into making sure that people understand the power of their vote, the necessity to vote, and educating the voters on their candidates in here.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that everyone didn't come.
Yeah.
This is one of the ones that, because what I do enjoy, if you know anything about the media, they're keeping me out.
Yeah.
They trying to keep me out, but they ain't gonna keep a good
But you see what we're doing though? And I think that's so important because you know what also is taking place right now? We're changing the narrative.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're going to change the narrative in the sense, make them not worthwhile to listen to.
Yeah.
Now, don't listen to the polls.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the media.
Yeah. Listen
but,
to the
but
candidates.
here, listen to what they're trying to do. They're trying to create the narrative.
Yeah.
Whereas we need to redesign it
Yeah.
for our community.
Yeah.
Just like you're doing down in your community.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand? So I was surprised to see you outside your district.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, I'm gonna get it right.
You're everywhere.
Tell me about this though. What was the highlight moment for you tonight? What was that moment? Because I know you, to an extent, that the cabinet element of you, you're preparing for this. You're thinking about this. You got your one-liners. Did it land tonight? Was there a moment where you felt like, man, I'm doing good? Because I'm talking to people live, leaving, and they said, hey man, you were the winner tonight. So how did you feel?
One of the things is I study, I research, I work hard, and I have to keep a passion for people.
Yeah.
And you can't do this job if you don't love people.
Yeah.
and you don't love the city. Because this is a job of service. It's not a job of title. You understand? And some people feel entitled. And some people feel like they're listening to the polls. They're listening to the people who are driving
the narrative.
Basically driving us out. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing. What I was able to do is when people speak recklessly, I have the forum here and people's ear to be able to correct it immediately. And it's almost like a parent to a child. You know what I'm saying? I have to correct bad behavior right in front of them, or we're going to have people who are misinformed. Because ignorance is really is the most dangerous thing we can have in our community. And what they're trying to do is keep us ignorant.
Because, and I want you to come and sit down on my podcast. I've done Barlow, I've done Hashim, getting ready to do Miss Jenkins, so I definitely want to come down and pick your brain a little bit more. Give us your website, because I haven't had it yet. What is your website and how people can get in touch with you?
PerkinsForThePeople.com. PerkinsForThePeople.com. So PerkinsForThePeople.com. And you can shoot us an email at info@PerkinsForThePeople.com. You can also reach me at my law firm at tperkins@PerkinsLawGroup.net. So I'm accessible. And something, I'm going to remain accessible once I become mayor. That's why they can have my cell number, 313-930-2530.
I love it.
Print that.
I love it.
But people all over the city know me. And people all over the city know how to get in touch with me. It doesn't mean that, that I don't have to go to sleep sometimes. But when I wake up, I see it, and I have a team, and I have myself who are going to reach out to these people who are in need.
Let me tell you this from the outside looking in, and this is why I think people are really leaning towards you. We need somebody to shake up the system. We need someone to make an argument, And I think you're an arguer, right? Because of your profession.
That's in my nature.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's another thing. When Mr. Durham said we've got Creole and we have to work through these other organizations, no. We need to be the forerunner. We need to take and do things that have not ordinarily been done, but are permissible within the law. You know something?
We need somebody to push the limits.
Push the limits. Put the rubber to the road, and be able to challenge the barriers that are just barriers because someone else says they're barriers. That's what we need to do.
We need
and you know something? We need somebody who's fearless. But not somebody who's reckless. And not somebody who doesn't know what they do. I know what I'm doing. I'm fearless, I'm not reckless, and I love Detroit.
I'm excited about what this race is doing, and as we get closer to August the 5th, it's just like a track meet. People get to turn in that corner, and now you're starting to see the separation. And I like, again, I'm a spade. I call it strike a strike. I think we showed out tonight in a good way, and the other people that I spoke to said the same thing. And so we're enjoying this, and we are leaning towards people who are sober-minded and who are going to challenge the status quo. So thank you so much.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I'm going to send you my card. Can you send me a link to it?
That's where it is right there.
Okay, then I'm going to get on it.
So and it's live. Oh, yes. I taped all of it, and then I stopped it. And so this is a separate one.
Let me give a shout out.
Please.
So if people look at my website, we send out notices about when we're going to go run because we got to stay healthy. This thing ended early enough. I invite people to come over to the North End right now. We're getting ready at 9721 Cardona. We're going to get ready to go on a little run and stay healthy because we got to stay healthy in order to
How fast can you do a mile?
Something, that's not something I'm necessarily going to talk about right now, but something, as long as it's under 10 minutes,
as long as you get it done.
As long as it's under 10 minutes, my kids are running something. I can't keep
that's all right.
I'm going to keep on trying.
That's it. Todd Perkins. Hey, listen, thank you so much. I know you got to run. Thanks. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And you got my information.
Okay.
So where you can see it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Todd Perkins, they did a great job tonight. We're gonna see if we can jump. We're gonna see if we can get Mr. Durhall to come in and say a couple words. But this is what we've got to do. We've got to make sure that the next generation has what they need in order to make an informed decision. Listen. We can't count on other people to tell the story accurately. We can't count on other people to ask the right questions. We can't count on other people to not tilt the scales. We gotta ask the questions ourselves. We're gonna bring in Fred here if he'll stop and talk to us for just a couple of moments, and then we'll get out of here. But I wanted to just be sure to give you guys an opportunity to see the candidates as well as hear how they felt and hear them get anything else out that they may not have had an opportunity to say in the forum. Do you have a minute? Can you talk to us about how it's been went? Do you have a minute? Can you talk to us about how it's been went? We had Mr. Fred Durhall. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, Mr. Councilman Fred Durhall. Thank you so much. How did you do today? How did you feel about it?
Oh, it was great, man.
Good.
Opportunity to share our business with the residents, and we love it.
Absolutely. Anything that you didn't get a chance to speak about in front of this particular audience that you felt like you wanted to get out, but because of the structure you didn't have a chance to say?
I mean, so much. I mean, when you share your vision for the city, and you're limited to 1 minute per response, you don't get a chance to say everything you want to say. But, what I will say is, we want to just continue to double down and talk about how we want to build a city that's for families again. And build walkable communities and vibrant commercial corridors where folks have access to fresh groceries, have access to retail, and a better quality of life. And so those are things that we're focused on, and we continue to push that message. Also, education. We're going to talk about education tonight, which is a critical component to rebuilding neighborhoods in this city and rebuilding the city that has a future.
I didn't say this because I haven't had the opportunity to, but you made a quote a couple of weeks ago about not being a show horse but a workhorse, and I really like that because you give this vibe of, it's not about the fanfare, it's about the work, and that's the vibe that you get, and I really respect that about you, and I wanted to have an opportunity to say it out in the public.
Thank you.
How was the campaign going? How do you feel?
Campaign's going great, man. I mean, we're out knocking doors, we're talking to seniors, we're talking to residents, we're doing house parties, we're across the city, man, getting a lot of great response, and we're going to keep pushing.
Okay, well, whenever you want to come to District 5 and I bring some people together and you shake some hands, kiss some babies, you just let me know. I'd also love to have you on the podcast. Did you meet my wife? This is my wife. Okay,
how are you?
This is Miss Terry.
And this is my wife, Brianna.
Nice to meet you formally. Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
I'll tell you,
I've seen you on Black and White a couple times.
Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. We'll be in District 5.
Okay.
We spend time there.
Yeah,
and so I'd love to come by, man.
And like I said, we'll do a podcast and really just pick your brain. You see this, you know what's going on, and you know that they talk about the 81%. And so what we're trying to do is just make sure that we can ask the questions that the big people aren't asking, and just give everybody an opportunity to touch every corner because it's going to be close. 20 people running, right? It's going to be close, and so we want to give everybody an opportunity to just reach all four corners. And so thank you, and I haven't again had a chance to say I'm a fan of your council work and things of that nature. So best of luck to you, man, and you have a safe night.
You as well.
You want to give them your website, Fred?
Yeah, so if you want to reach us, you can reach us at www.durhal4detroit.com. That's DURHALFOR Detroit.com. www.durhal4detroit.com.
Okay, all right. Listen, there you have it. It was a great time tonight. The candidates did a wonderful job. He said he's gonna come do an interview now.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's my word. I keep my word.
Okay, well, you have a great night.
You as well.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. And so you guys see it here. We had an opportunity to talk to all of the candidates. It's important and imperative that you have an opportunity to just talk directly to people. This, everybody is saying that this is the most consequential election in our city, and we believe that to be the truth. So let's make sure that we're asking the questions that are important to us, and let's make sure that we're making every attempt that we can to touch the candidates so that we can make an educated decision. We're going to get out of here. We're just about the last people to leave, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to see what's going on in the conversations that we are having. Let me see, guys. We're going to take what we can get. We appreciate you guys. You want to say goodbye?